In this video, we will look at the best performing platforms based on the performance of the outstanding portfolio of loans under the platform's management. So instead of looking at various criteria such as track record, availability of loans, liquidity and support, we will only focus on the performance based on data you can retrieve from the platform's website. We will look at the promoted interest, platform type, outstanding portfolio, funds in recovery, and closed funds. The promoted interest represents the yield you can expect by investing in the currently listed loans. Under the platform type, we will categorize all platforms as a crowdfunding platform, listing business loans, or as a P2P lending platform, listing consumer loans. For additional context, please watch one of my latest videos which explains the difference between platform types in more detail. The outstanding portfolio represents the amount of money the platform is currently managing. The in recovery amounts is either consumer loans that have been suspended or defaulted, or business loans with a delay of more than 90 days. Basically any funds which you won't be able to access. Lost funds are the amount of money that cannot be recovered anymore and are officially written off by the platform. So here is the statistical data we achieved from 26 platforms at the beginning of January 2023. The reality is that around half of the platforms don't publicly share the performance of the loans under the platform's management. Some show only the funding volumes per month, others don't provide any valuable insights. Let's first look at the outstanding portfolio amount from platforms sharing this information. Mintos currently manages around 700 million, followed by Estate Group with 292 million euro, and Peerberry with almost 102 million worth of loans. Interestingly, all three platforms have a substantial sum of funds in recovery ranging from 15 to almost 30% of the outstanding portfolio amount. Certainly, the reason why there are any funds in recovery are different for every platform, and the recovery time will also vary. I estimate that if we don't face any unexpected negative events, Peerberry will recover all funds this year. It seems like Estate Guru's issues in Germany and Finland are not resolved and the default rate has not peaked yet, so the recovery will likely take longer. Mintos is also facing challenges since 2020. Almost a third of investors' funds cannot be accessed. So those are the largest platforms in this comparison by outstanding portfolio amount. It's pretty easy to determine which are the best performing platforms if we consider the amount of funds in recovery or those which are lost. Robocash is the leader of the pack with the highest portfolio amount and no performance issues. But we also have Max Crowdfund, Esketit, and Inrento with zero funds in recovery and good historical performance. That's, by the way, a crucial element to consider. This data is a snapshot of the performance at this point in time. However, you can use a similar framework during your own research before you allocate your money in one of the P2P lending platforms. It's definitely a more sustainable approach as chasing the highest interest rates. No one can foresee the future, but I think it's a good benchmark to look at the statistics, as it clearly shows which platform is sharing the performance of its entire portfolio with investors and which platform couldn't care less to provide insights into its loan book. The portfolio's performance is crucial because it influences your experience, returns, and liquidity on a dedicated platform. If the performance is worse, the chances that you receive the interest rate or are able to withdraw your funds after the end of the investment period are significantly lower. It's also a great way to see which platform isn't sharing this data. Those platforms are simply less transparent in this aspect and should be treated as such. The portfolio's performance is certainly just one aspect to pay attention to. There are many risk-related aspects that you should consider on every platform. For more information, you can read our in-depth P2P lending reviews and our newsfeed, where you can learn about the latest developments that may impact your portfolio. If you like this video, hit the like button and subscribe. Thanks for watching, and I'll catch you in the next one.